Because that's what we're all about. The whatnot sometimes is about the other stuff.
That's where you make the money.
That's right. Yes, it is. Thank you very much. So Jason Avers, web design and whatnot. That's probably the third time you hear it. And as you know in your marketing past, you hear something 3 times, it's got to be true, or at least you remember it better. One of the two. So, okay, the whatnot. I'll talk about some kind of random adventures of whatnottery. So there's this NFL. I've talked a little bit about her, I think, to where she has 2 kids in the NFL, a third on the way in the NFL, single mom, really, really strong personality, and a single mother. And here having multiple sons grow up and be in the NFL, statistically unheard of. That's pretty crazy. Maybe having 1 son in the NFL increases the chances of the second one, but still, in the universe of people, something's going on here. And what she ended up really kind of figuring out is that, okay, I knew my son had this skill, he was definitely a star, and instead of just seeing what happens, I'm going to focus on, well, how do I get him to the next step, get him in front of the right people, and what's the path that he needs to take. And in doing this, especially with the second son, she ended up realizing that there's so many mothers out there, or fathers, or families, that just think, my son can really play basketball well, he'll get noticed and they'll get there. And that's not how it works at all, right? It's all about knowing when certain tests have to be done in order to qualify for certain things, and knowing when recruiters are going to show up where and how to get your son or daughter in front of those recruiters, and then just how important studying is, and the whole gambit of that. And so she ended up writing for Prep to Pro this book about, all these steps and all these hurdles, and even to the point like, how do you manage your money afterwards, and who to watch out for, and even women, and how they start to get the groupie scene, and protecting themselves from that. Just this whole thing of how to respect coaches. Anyway, so what ended up being for her is bought a plane ticket for her to come up, meet with me and my business partner at the time, and just find out what her needs were. She had this very rough, definite word sort of script, but there's a lot of content, a lot of great content, and so she was expecting to just put this book together, but instead the whatnot became illustrated. So did illustrations and stuff like that, jerseys and stadiums and stuff like that, and went with the very charcoal-y, papery sort of look. Did it digitally, of course, so we could do back steps and forward steps and stuff like that. And then ended up building this whole online interactive scenario to where there's questions in the book where you fill out, okay, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, those sorts of things. There's this whole companion piece online to where they're filling that stuff out online, but they're also registering for, I'm interested in basketball, for instance. And then they register for, okay, well, this basketball testing is coming up that they have to sign up for, and then the SATs are coming up when, and so they kind of registered their pieces, and then it would remind them a couple of weeks before certain things, okay, well, make sure you study, and here's stuff to read, and whatever. It just became this whole interactive component that went hand in hand with this book to become this very important whatnot. They got intention of NFL higher-ups and whatever, because they were starting to work on something that they saw that we'd already come this far, and it became this thing where I got to go, it was my first time out to Boston and New York and things for this book tour, for setting up libraries and kids of all ages and whatever, and NFL players, and it was really fortuitous to where we had connections with the New Orleans team, the Saints at the time, and that was the year that they ended up winning the Super Bowl. And so I was able to get some Saints players at Boys and Girls Clubs and have great photo ops with that, but also just connect nicely with these communities, give them some books for free. Got to sit in this nice little VIP zone with some of the Saints with the Super Bowl football like right there at the table. And me, not the biggest follower of such sports, I do love watching it. When I'm in the zone watching the game, it's exciting, I'm feeling the intensity. But it's not one of those things where like, okay, next Friday, what am I doing? I'm gonna be watching TV, this game. That's not quite me, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So there's a, but while in this room, it's the whole like, hey, so is that guy a football player? Like, yes, that's the football player. And so that's just kind of neat. Speaking of illustrations, again, part of the whatnot is a friend knew that I was artistic. Going through school and whatnot. I said whatnot again. It's hard to avoid in this group. You're the only whatnot group that I really use that word a lot because Mannon just really kind of pushes it, and I like it.
And why not?
Yeah, why not? Why not with whatnot, right? Not. Anyway, her husband ended up writing this little poem, and he had, maybe I'll bring up pictures. Let's see if I can do that. Let's see if I can get it on the fly here. Ended up writing this poem for their unborn child. And she thought we really need to surprise him with something about this. And that's good. And so what I ended up doing is, so like, okay, so I'd like to do this book. Do you think maybe you could, illustrate something, do something so I can surprise him for Father's Day with this book here? And it's gonna show terrible ability to multitask. Maybe not. I'm still talking. I'm still making progress, right? Yeah, it's working out. Let's see if I double click this. And so ended up illustrating. Okay, that's kind of cute, right? Kind of pastel things going. That's the baby ends up looking like this. Is actually what the room looks like. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Oh, that's even more of that looks more like him. Little baby. I didn't have a picture of both of them together, but using the powers of pencils of the digital realm, I was able to do something like that. And what will you see tonight when you fall asleep? What you see, blah, blah, blah. I tell you what I see when I fall asleep. And then we have a monkey in space. It's not every day you get to see a monkey in space. At least not for you guys, but for me, I can look at this every darn day. And so they're seeing on the moon, a man and a baboon or whatever. And I try to keep things as scientifically accurate as I can. So here you can see the music is stuck in the helmet because sound doesn't travel in space. That's very important to know when you're watching Star Trek and stuff like that. A lot of it's like, yes, sir.
Air molecules will be able to carry the sound.
That is so very true. Now, if the space are filled with water, totally different story.
Yeah.
But then it wouldn't be space now, would it?
No.
Anyway, so there's cute stuff. With carrot, there's a spider. Anyway, so that again is one of the whatnots. So like this here, there's the bear, the chocolate tower taking a shower. So that's kind of a fun time. And it was just this really precious, ordered 5 books, helped print it out, whatever, for that. I showed you the lay, obviously, that's very recent. You guys remember way back when I told you that, right? What's another fun whatnot? Trifolds and brochures, printed media. I meant to bring my bag up, so I will do so right here. Little goodie bag. This is kind of, okay, here's a marketing piece for some furniture folk to where several people are coming in with doing this ad and some other ads, whatever. And so when took pictures from these different establishments, there's a person holding that right up behind there, and matched all these different components together so that everyone was represented. Kind of like some classy stuff going on there, logos in the back and whatever. What else is cool? Trifolds. Ooh, trifolds. Take your point across and trying to incorporate something that's actually like a helpful tool to where it's not just something that's selling yourself, but if you put tips in a trifold of some sorts, then it's something where like they actually might file it away when they're doing their shopping, when they're doing their car searching, if they're doing their computing and whatnottery. Just kind of the more likely that, like, okay, this is useful, not just something that's selling something, then they might keep it around. So it's yeah. Oh, good thinking.
Odd way to think.
Yeah, I like the way you think, sir. Ooh, it's larger. I'll go around this way, and so it'll get confusing right around there. little registration pieces, logos and stuff going on right there. Get another trifold, more rug stuff. A lot of the stuff I do is rug stuff just because of a lot of history with doing the rug stuff.
So Jason, you design and you put everything together on these, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You don't actually print them.
I have a printer dude, I don't print it from my home, no. But I have a couple print people, but there's one in particular that been a really good symbiotic relationship with because he goes above and beyond for me. And yeah.
But your thing is more or less gathering the information, putting it together in a formal manner. So
Yeah,
it makes
in a
sense.
hopefully attractive way, yeah.
Adding whatever, like the lay or whatever.
Yes. Yep. I specialize in lay pottery. Just letterhead, nothing you haven't seen before, but I'll pass it around anyway because, gosh darn it, it's here. And people love to touch stuff. Tangibles are always a good time. Oh, this is kind of cool. That is not cool. Not cool. Maybe it is. So for a choir that I am a part of, they wanted a brochure. I'll pass this brochure around. But one thing I thought that kind of kick it up a notch, and dare I say I was right, is that they did have this. They wanted an option for people to fill out and order tickets, mail this back in or whatever. But I was like, you know what? If I just make this space about 3 inches wide or something like that, then I have the opportunity here to make a little detachable, put it in your wallet schedule that has the address in the back with the map and upcoming dates. So I felt pretty proud about that one. I'll pass that around. You can feel the corrugated paper on that.
I've worked in the arts, that's brilliant.
Oh man, thanks.
Yeah.
God, you heard it from someone that works in the arts. It's very bad. I'm like, okay, it's probably been done before, but I've never seen it, so I had myself on the back. Then also, keeping with the theme of that, and I'll put it this way, and then eventually you'll be like, oh, I've seen that before. Is it a business card? Well, almost. It's a little baby trifold. Oh, look at that little adorable thing. Don't look too closely at how it's not quite exactly creased. This ended up being an extra batch that I cut because it wasn't perfect. But you get the concept. And the concept, though still not perfect, is pretty darn close. But nothing can be perfectly right, because that's how God made it. So forgot it. That's a tangent too. Here's a catalog page. Look at that. Oh, that high quality picture there. Go back to my bag of goodies. Oh, this is kind of.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Oh, yes, please.
So are you grabbing photos from other people or do you have a photographer?
Some of the photography I do myself, mostly I grab it from other people. Okay, here's another one of those whatnots. This one's kind of random and will either resonate with some people or won't. Sanjaya, awesome singer. Good person, but awesome singer. More than the hair and the smile for anyone that knows or doesn't know about him. I ended up doing that Star Trek battle, the very famous one, and those rocks, the Vasquez rocks in California. So I went there for a photo shoot, and I was the camera guy. Nice pictures of him with the guitar and some other stuff. He said that I was the best photo shootist or whatever that he's ever worked with. Photographer. Yeah, for a photographer. That's probably a real word. But yeah, so I thought that was kind of special. But generally speaking, my ideal scenario is people kind of throwing pictures and paragraphs at me and saying, hey, can you do something with this? But because though I can, look online for pictures and even like purchase pictures for it and stuff like that, that's not as fun. But I'm willing, I'm flexible that way. This is kind of fun, the little crease. That stagger thing on the left, I thought that was a neat way to present the content. Again, I'm sure that they've done it for this, I know, when it comes around to you, but like, oh, I've seen something like this. But I thought that was an attractive way to show that there's more content to be seen, in almost like a web designing sort of a look, I guess. What else is what I'm really? Oh, video stuff. Sometimes I do video stuff, right? And I really love doing like intros that are animated and stuff happening and stuff like that. I haven't really done that for our group yet, just because that can be a time full thing. What's the word, right?
Time consuming.
Time consuming, thank you, you're my word man. When whatnot just doesn't cut it, right, you the word man is there. But let me show you what could be a neat transition, if I can bring it up fast enough again here. Wait for it. By the way, Windows 10, so far quite a fan. I think it's a really good time. You have your little Cortana at the bottom here, you can ask Cortana, hey, tell me a joke.
I can tell you multiple jokes.
Don't let me down, Cortana, you're in front of a whole bunch of people.
Sorry, the internet and I aren't talking right now.
Alright, that's embarrassing. But if I were connected to the internet, it would have been great. Actually, that's kind of a good one. I don't know how fast I can get to this part here. Hey, someone asked me a question while I'm clicking around and stuff. Questions? Any questions? I know you were ready for it. What's that?
Need a haircut.
I'm getting a haircut Thursday at 2 o'clock. Once again. So I got a little overdue again. Definitely, you saw me at one point like, oh, that's better. Yeah, you done good things, Jason, in your life. But then I let it slip again, and so I am gonna get a haircut pretty soon here.
So, you work, just different kind of, companies that you work for, or?
Yeah, it's mostly small and medium-sized companies. I have in foundations, been doing a lot of work for foundation work for the last couple of years. This doesn't answer your question, but this is a Q1 poster for the Kiat that I never got back. So it might be a good looking poster, it didn't work, but a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, some people called me and just said that's the best missing poster I've ever seen.
That's very professional.
Thank you very much. Yeah, and look at Ben, look at him, isn't he just an adorable cat? Still is perhaps somewhere, who knows? But yeah, so anyway, so mid to small size companies, e-commerce sites. One of the kind of the trickier things that I've done for someone, I think it applies to be called tricky, is to where someone has higher learning classes that need to be scheduled and paid for. And so you go to the site, tell the research partners, and you can see these different courses that are available. And it's set up so that the people that with medium to mild skills, whatever, can log in, create new courses. When you register for a class, you can buy books with it. And if you're in Washington State, it does taxes. And then automatically sends an email about, how to be registered for blah, 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 blah. But then they can look at their class lists and see for this class, these names, this class, these names. And then they can email just this class something through the site. So it's not about import content, put in a spreadsheet or whatever. The site, that's what it's there for. So they're like, okay, all this class, email, site goes, blah, 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 blah. And then they know, okay, this class, now we're gonna have donuts on Tuesday or something like that. Which they don't have donuts, they're a higher class than that. So that's kind of fun. There is for a table reservation system that I showed everyone else before for a prayer breakfast coming up, to where we wanted people to be able to donate money to this event, and it's coming up on September 25th. It's a great time, everyone should go. PrayForSoldier.org, to where you can reserve a whole table for $500 if you want to for that, or you can reserve a couple tickets for whatever price you want. So if you say 5 tickets, and I just want to pay $10 a ticket or something like that, it doesn't matter. Well, that's $50. And so it's a donation piece, but you also get this other piece to it. So that was kind of neat to be able to have both of those worlds be in one system, where even as you register, you can upload your logo, and your logo gets put on this table. Then if you look at this map of the tables, you see like, ooh, who's registered for what, and you can kind of have another mode of sponsoring yourself or showing your sponsorship of the sport of something on the site. So that's kind of cool. So we're at 12:40 right now. I'm still going to try to bring up this other thing I was talking about. Any other questions in the meantime? Anyone? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Oh,
What else do you do?
What's that?
What else do you do?
What else I do?
Or what else can you do?
I can kick pretty high. I haven't tried it in a while, so this would be an awkward demonstration perhaps, but I'm gonna try it in a second here.
Have you opened that bottle yet?
No, still have not opened the bottle yet. I assume we're still up for Friday, whatever, because we're good if you are.
Excellent. And
Yeah.
that's this next Friday, or?
Yeah, the 14th or 15th or whatever that day
Yeah,
is.
so 2 Fridays from now.
Okay, 2 Fridays, okay, even better.
Good.
Getting close to something. Let's see if, this is gonna work for me or not. Yeah, stretch it out.
Now, quick question for,
Yeah.
have you built any apps?
Ah, that's a great question. I built phone or websites that work as apps, but they're not apps.
Yeah.
And so for the Cal Fair, this is a fun one. Oh, I'm glad you asked this. Or,
Good question.
yeah, good question. You can tell already, can't you? So the Cal Fair, love the fair. I think the fair is just one of the greatest things, and I love all the little nuances that you can experience at the fair. And so ended up approaching the fair with, hey, there's so many things here that a lot of people don't know about. A lot of people don't know, like, where the largest pig of the fair is, and how many piglets, are at that, or how large the largest pumpkin is. Some people have never seen the biggest pumpkins that they have every year there, and you're almost not experiencing the fair. And the fair, and it's thefair.com now, if you haven't seen that big pumpkin. And so approach them with, hey, let's do a treasure hunt. And what we'll do is, at first it's a very physical thing to where several sheets of paper to where you just kind of, what is the blah, blah, blah? And then people try to find that, so like 15 to 20 things. And, or there's also photo shoot hunts where take a picture with the big bears that spin around, whatever, and stuff like that. And end up getting this large following to where they're like, well, yeah, this sounds great, let's do this. And this booth, the fair has so many, just like this room of all these old pins and buttons and shirts that they can't really sell anymore because they're not that old to be, amazing, but they're cool enough to be, awesome prices. And so people do that, fill out the shirt, fill out a form, had a survey, so they're getting information, from the visitors. Well, okay, did this, keep you at the fair longer or not? What's your favorite things to eat or whatever? And so it's just this great thing. People are having fun with their kids even. That was another thing where fathers and sons were going around doing all this stuff. And it's really, I'm not gonna say it was brilliant, but it was really a brilliant thing. So okay, just like I am gonna say that it's brilliant, and they thought so too. And we ended up the next year when we did that again. They ended up saying, oh yeah, you didn't hear, we won like 3 national awards for this puzzle hunt thing that you guys did. Oh no, that's great for us all. That's neat. And then getting back to the app talk here, ended up making look who's here. This is great.
Welcome.
Yeah. You're just in time for the kick. Yeah. Left leg, not so good. Okay.
Just don't split your pants open, okay? We really don't want to see that.
Yeah. And Jason's injured.
Yeah.
Broken necks, legs, and what else is? And so we ended up making a mobile version of it to where we didn't have to be on site. People could go to different pages, make an account. And then a cool thing about it was during different times of the day, there'd be these little like treasure lockers or something. We had a neat name for it. And if you go to where this QR code was during a certain time, because we tweet certain clues, that they take that picture, if it was open at that point, then they ended up being the first in line to get something, and they got the special prize, like a backpack or something like that. And so it was neat to have these little locations that would open and close at different hours based on, tweets, and I can do that pretty loud, on Facebook and stuff. So it performed like an app, but it wasn't an app. It's almost a cop-out answer, like, oh yeah, apps, but not really.
Who would you, if someone, they wanted an app, you have someone you work with already that could design the app for you, or subcontracted out to?
I have, in theory, yeah, because I know people that do app stuff. I never turn to them for any app stuff. I plan to put that into my utility Batman belt of tools at some point. But I probably won't be at that point for another, I'm gonna say 2 years, just based on like what my current
Situation?
thing is. We're to really get into that and really, be awesome at it. Because I want to be awesome at everything that I do. Always striving for awesomeness. I'm usually hit excellent plus on a lot of things in life. But when it comes to apps, I want to be there too. Yeah, yes. 1 minute left. Oh, man, I
Awesome.
never brought up this thing, but that's probably fine. I'll just send you links. You can go to jasonneighbors.com and you can check out stuff in life. And any other questions then for these last 40 seconds? Yes, I love that you're interactive. Yes, right.
Well, I'm gonna, so before I have for you, I'm gonna be honest, he's not completely sold. I'm gonna have to sell him for you, or you to him. But, so I'm just gonna send him a link to this video. So that's what I'm asking.
Oh.
This is an interview first.
Oh, is there? Oh, man.
So.
Does he need to see higher kicks or lower kicks? What do you think will impress?
Yeah, he is a complex where I can do it myself, complex, you know.
Okay, yeah.
But he does work full-time at board, so he doesn't have time.
Oh, sure. Well, you know, if it's that site that you sent,
Yeah.
and I will say to you, generally speaking, I like what you're doing. But I wouldn't like the menu hover roll downs and stuff. I would have those as a background color change that green. I think that'd be nice to kind of have that pop because you have hover effects and other things. Where you have the 4 little boxes eventually that are different things that kind of flip around. That's a great effect and stuff like that. But I'd have the 4 should be the same height. You know, just kind of have things line up better and stuff like that. And the rest of it we can talk about later. So anyway,
Question?
yes.
What are your thoughts on the rendering theory of species variations?
Oh, I think they're varied nicely, and I like to see more of that. Yes. Excellent. So thank you all for being such great questioners and listeners, and not minding that I make up a couple words here and there. And go to jasonneighbors.com and click around. I know it's made in Flash. Flash still has a special place in my heart. But if you can see it on a device that's Flash, you're like, oh, you know what? Maybe Flash shouldn't have been taken down by Apple. Who knows? But now we're getting political almost. Jason Neighbors up the side.